We're just, oh, goodness, sorry. Not my, we're just waiting for quorum. We need one more trustee to start the meeting. Once we do, I will start the meeting. Thank, thank you. It's far away. We now have quorum, so I will go ahead and start this meeting. Thank you and welcome to our Wednesday, December 11th regular scheduled board meeting. Before we go to closed session, do we have, and we do have a member of the public who would like to comment. Do we have any others, Eva, besides the one for closed session? Okay, June Barr. Oh, Jane, sorry.
I have really lousy writing. Sometimes I can't read my own, so I might get stopped here. I want to talk about two items. One is on your closed session. I think it's important. Oh, is that better? One of the items is in regard to personnel matters, and so I think this fits under this. Oh, okay. All right. I'll stay right in front. My apologies. So this is the first item. The first item is in regard to layoffs in closed session that you were discussing. Assuming this is related to the item in the closed session, I want to let you know of my concerns about the consequences of your actions tonight. Should you not approve all of the cuts, you risk in certain bankruptcy, takeover by the state under AB 1200, which was passed in.
Thank you. This is for closed session.
Are you not
So-
talking about these?
No, that's an open session. So for closed session, we do have public employee, we have 2.7, which is public employee discipline, dismissal, release and complaints. Is that
Oh,
the one?
that's my second item.
Okay,
Okay, so my second item, it is, after the shooting at Watsonville High School, the head of the teachers union divulged private information to Lookout and further spoke at a subsequent board meeting saying he did not regret doing so. I believe it is illegal to expose students with public information that should not have been exposed to the public. It would seem appropriate and I can't even read my own writing, for the board and district to report this to the State Board of Education, the Teachers Credentialing Associations, I think it's CTCA, and other county or state representatives who are obliged by law to act on this. So I urge you to consider, if it's not under pending litigation, I think it should be. And I think it's in the best interest of the district to do so, so you avoid litigation yourself. Thank you.
thank you. Okay, seeing no other further comment, I will now adjourn us to closed session where we will discuss 2.1, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, government code section 54956.9 D1, and 2.2, conference with legal counsel, anticipated litigation, government code section 54956.91 case. 2.3, student discipline and other confidential student matters, education code sections 35146, 48900, extended sequence, and 48912B. 2.4, conference with labor negotiations, government code section 54957. 0.6 PVFT, 2.5 conference with labor negotiations, government code section 54957.6 CSEA, 2.6 conference with labor negotiations, government code section 54957.6 CWA, and 2.7 public employee discipline, dismissal, release, complaints, leaves, government code section 54957. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm now going to call this meeting to order, back to order at 6 o'clock. Welcome to our December 11th regular scheduled board meeting. We have translation in Spanish. If you need the support, please see Leticia Centenaro. Bienvenidos a la Junta de la Mesa Directiva para las Escuelas de la Valle de Pájaro. Tenemos traducción en español. Si necesitas de este servicio, por favor, pasa con Leticia Centenaro. Acá está. This meeting will be live streamed and recorded. If someone would like to speak to an item on the agenda, they must complete a speaker card. And if you would prefer not to put your name on that speaker card, go ahead and just write any name so that we can call that name when your time has come to speak. And hand that to Eva Renteria. She's down here at the end prior to that agenda item. Each speaker will have 2 minutes. We have many joining us tonight, so I want to take a moment to establish some ground rules. There may be differences of opinions, sometimes strong differences. Please give those speaking the same respect that you would like to receive when you are speaking. This will allow everyone to be heard and the board to conduct its necessary business. The board's focus is on student outcomes, and we appreciate that it is important to you as well. I will now ask Trustee Dodge to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Okay, let's keep this in order, please. So now I will move us on to item 3.3, governing board comments and reports on standing committees. This is the opportunity for each board member to take a few moments, a few minutes, 2 minutes to be exact, to give us a few comments, and I will start with Trustee Medina.
I'll go ahead and hold my comments.
Thank you. Trustee Dodge,
The same with me, thank you.
Trustee Carrasco,
Same with me.
Trustee Turley,
Frequently, I don't comment this time, but I have one thing. I attended the Mello Center GPA meeting. There are 4 meetings a year. There are 3 trustees who are appointed to that committee. I was the only one that came. And we were unable to take care of business, and we didn't have a quorum representing PVUSD last quarter either. There are important things that need to be discussed, such as fees when that space is rented, and agreements between the city of Watsonville and PVUSD as far as repairs to that building. So I encourage all of us, if we're signing up to committees, we really got to show up.
thank you. Trustee Flynn. Thank you. Trustee Medina. I'm sorry, Trustee Navarro.
I will defer my comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Salinas Holtz.
I have comments. Good evening, everyone. I know there's not much time to waste in today's meeting, so I'm gonna do my best to breeze through this really quickly. But a lot has happened the past month, and I want to start in chronological order. So I first want to mention the successful listening session that I hosted with Trustee Medina and Student Trustee Guillen Martinez from the County Board of Education. This listening session was hosted at PV High School and was geared towards students as a way for me and Trustee Guillen Martinez to hear from a broader perspective compared to the usual groups of students we meet with in our meetings. And since it was our first time, there was only a small group of students who attended, but nevertheless, it went very well, and the hour was filled with good conversations. We are now looking to host another one after winter break, which will likely be at Watsonville High School. So I bet there's a lot of students in here. It's hard to see all of your faces, but you guys should attend, Watsonville students especially, and then we'll hopefully do one at Aptos later on. So then 2 weeks ago, I attended a conference in San Jose for student trustees, which was put on by the California Association of Student Councils. This was an all-day event where I learned about school board governance, school district budgets, and how to better connect and hear from the community I represent. It was a very informative day, and I'll likely be attending another conference by them in the spring. Now for this week, Tuesday I hosted both my councils that I lead, the Inter-High Council and the Student Advisory Council. A brief reminder of the two groups. The Student Advisory Council is made up of 40 students from across the district and is led by Dr. Contreras and me. And the Inter-High Council is made up of ASB students from the different high schools in the district. And in the Student Advisory Council, we have been working together with students to update district policies and have been recently tackling the homework policy. On Tuesday, we were able to finish up our infographic posters we have been making that are now ready to present to parents and educators who will go on to update our policy with our changes in mind. After that meeting, I hosted the Inter-High Council meeting, which is made up, like I said, made up of ASB students from each high school in the district. And this week, representatives from Watsonville, PV, and Aptos attended and gave updates from each site. So Watsonville High School just hosted their annual Winter Wonderland workshop and a new duck scavenger hunt around campus where little plastic ducks were hidden for students to find and turn in for prizes. And unfortunately, I didn't find any, but they had some pretty good prizes. So Watsonville also hosted a Winter Spirit Week and is now preparing for finals week. PV High also had a Winter Spirit Week, and this week is hosting a toy drive with their girls basketball team. This week, they had a folklorico performance in their new, and yes, temporary, but Black Box Theater. And just like Watsonville and PV, Aptos also is hosting a Winter Spirit Week and has a good start to their new Student Senate. And then this week, they hosted an event I would actually enjoy being a part of, and it was a Pie a Teacher event, which is exactly like it sounds. Students got to pay to throw pies at teachers. So we should bring that to Watsonville. Now, I do want to mention some things about today's meeting. Last week, I was asked if I would be voting for the new president and vice president of our board. And after some thought, I would like to publicly say that I will not be voting or endorsing any of the other board members in the voting today. I am happy to say I have a very good relationship with everyone on this board, and I felt very welcomed by all trustees and PVUSD staff since I've taken this position. And I'm happy for that and very grateful. The second thing I wanted to get out of the way is next week is my finals week, and I'm not sure how late I'm going to stay at the meeting today, but I would like to stay to be a part of the discussion for the action items. That being said, let's have a great meeting. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Trustee Salinas Holtz. And I was also going to defer my comments, but I actually decided I wanted to take this opportunity because I'm not sure if I'll have the opportunity again, but I wanted to thank everybody who has encouraged me this last year in my role as the president of the board. It has been very, very difficult. And I have had several emails, phone calls, and hugs, even in the middle of a grocery store, just of encouragement. And so I thank all of those. You all know who you are. Thank you for encouraging me this last year. And so with that, now I will move us on to item 4.1, the approval of the agenda. Do we have any public speakers to this item?
We do. We have Brandon Denise, Emily Halbig, Bill Beecher, and Patricia Sotorello. We have one more.
One more come in as well.
You can step up to the podium. And Chris Webb.
Brandon Denise, president of the Pajaro Valley Federation of Teachers. I'd like to call on one of the trustees to make a motion to remove items 10.2 and 10.3 from the agenda and postpone the vote until January or February. The public has been demanding for weeks now. For weeks, the public has been demanding that the board delay this vote, but Heather Contreras, Misty Navarro, and Olivia Flores do not care what the public thinks. They believe they are above scrutiny and can do whatever they want. The fact that the overflow room is not available and some of the public can't fit into this chamber could lead to Brown Act violations and invalidating decisions made here today, especially when the district had other options available but refused to consider them. They do not want you all here. They do not want the public here. I want to remind you that Dr. Contreras believes that these meetings are not public meetings, but they are meetings held in public. Why did Dr. Contreras refuse to move this meeting to the Mello Center? What she told me was that the Mello Center and City Council chambers have roughly the same occupancy, and that when this overflow room is done being used, we can use that space. When I followed up in an email, she changed her story a little bit, saying that the board did not choose the Mello because the acoustics and technology were very poor. Really, the acoustics in a performing arts theater are too poor for a school board meeting. They will find any excuse to silence you. Amend this agenda and remove these items, and let's have this vote in January. We should not be voting on layoffs tonight. Please, one board member, have the courage to make the motion to stand up to this authoritarian we have sitting in that chair. She should be sitting across from you so that she can't sit there and whisper to her cronies, Olivia and Misty.
Let's deal with the more mundane. I would like to see 11.1 pulled in front of 10 because that's about our academic achievement. And if you hold it after 10, I'll be here till 1 o'clock to speak. And you'll be here. So I would like to see it done before the discussion about what we do about people. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, Emily Halbig. There are a lot of people here tonight, and every single one of them deserves the fundamental right to be heard. As you vote on this agenda, I am insisting that you protect that right. Do not place any cap on the number of speakers and do not impose an overall time limit on any public comment item. Our voices matter, and we will not accept being silenced. Thank you. Put students first.
Good evening, Patricia Sotarello from Cesar Chavez. This is December. This is finals time, end of the semester. A lot of time for celebrations, but here we are with this Grinchy agenda. And I'm supposed to be in my school enjoying the big celebration that we have for the winter concert right now, where more than 350 students are participating with dance, choir, guitar, and band. But here I am. I was until 4 o'clock with my students decorating the gym and putting artwork over there. But we have to be here on their behalf. Please reconsider and remove 10.3 and 10.2. This is really hard topics. You cannot rush this. I don't know why you have to rush these at the end of the semester when you have all the time to review the budgets, to review even the budget from the
That's
state.
your time. Thank you. What was that? Okay, so it didn't reset when she stepped up. Okay, I'm sorry. You can have another minute if you'd like another minute. I wasn't paying attention to the clock. Okay. So now I am coming back to the board. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Trustee
I'd like to
Flores?
make- Trustee Medina?
Yeah, I would like to move to amend the agenda by postponing items 10.2 and 10.3 through the last regular board meeting in January 2026, and to schedule a special session before meeting for the board and public to focus on these two items.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Okay, seeing no second, that motion fails.
second.
Do I have a
Second.
I second. Okay, I have a first and a second. Trustee Flynn seconds. So I will now call a vote. Can we do a roll call?
I'd like
Eva,
roll call.
please? Yes, please.
Could you repeat who made the motion and who seconded?
Trustee Medina made the motion to approve the agenda with postponing items 10.2 and 10.3, and Trustee Flynn made the second.
Thank you.
Trustee Flynn, your vote?
Actually, I'm sorry, a little point of order. She actually would like to say something before, and we didn't have a discussion. So we'll do discussion and then we'll go to the vote.
I did want to give Mr. Castillo a moment to explain as to why it was important to have the postponement. You gave me why we could not postpone it, because I asked that it be postponed back in November. And you gave me a really good reason, but I felt like the community deserved to hear it as well. But I want to say what I wrote. Dear respected colleagues, this was to agenda setting and leadership. I am curious the issue, and this is public record, which is why I'm reading it. I'm curious the issue with postponing the budget vote until January. Please provide valid and persuasive reasoning so I might understand why we should not. I know where I stand. I know what needs to be done. I recognize the wish to give folks as much notice as possible for any changes. I also abide by the words of my mother, bad news doesn't get better with time. However, given the amount of requests from varying sources and corners of the district and the optics of the timing and simply the opportunity to provide the community who is in distress, I know we are too, a moment to pause and rest, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Reprieve is what is called for, and I feel it shows heart as we enter into what is for many a sacred season. We know the energy is heightened right now. We also know that energy would be better focused on students and classrooms and the families, rather than writing us letters and making signs and making phone calls and trying to figure out how to make time to come to a meeting. Let us all rest. Let us take a moment to breathe. Let us pause and return to the cacophony in the new year. What say you? Humbly, Trustee Flynn.
Trustee Medina?
Okay, cool. I'm hoping that's the last time I get muted up here. All right. So I want to, I'm requesting that this article from EdSource be entered into the record. After nearly 2 years, Congress throws rural schools a lifeline, published December 10th, 2025. The article explains the renewal of the Secure Rural Schools program and its impact on counties that include rural communities served by PVUSD. And another article I would like to enter into the record is